What's up, guys? Welcome to Sleep Avenue, where we sleep the tea and Avenue the daily bullshit.
Let's
So this is me,
go!
Arwan,
Yo,
and
what's
Zul,
up,
a
Zul?
long-time friend since Sec One. Yo, we've
Yes,
been
sir.
we've been together for quite some time, about 7 years, right, Zul?
Yeah, bro, I can't believe we are doing a podcast.
Yeah,
Let's
I
go.
mean, yeah, let's go, man. Let's go.
I'm hyped.
Okay, what's the topic,
So
man?
honestly, we actually took quite a while to talk about the things we were gonna talk about.
Mm-hmm.
We actually went from
Yeah,
trying to talk about what paranormal stuff and then mental health. But then mental health is quite a vague topic, and there's
very
a
broad
lot of shit
topic.
you can talk about. But
Yeah.
we don't really have mental health issues. So we decided on talking about something that usually a lot of people face, and that is, come on, Aaron, tell them what we're gonna talk about.
It is fear.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. So
one of the
basically,
things in life. Yeah.
yeah, I
Okay.
think I'm pretty sure everyone nowadays have their own fear.
Of
Like,
course.
there's literally no one out there that is like,
Mm.
you know what? I'm not scared of anything, bro. 100%,
Yeah.
you will be scared of one thing. So yeah,
Yeah,
let's just
definitely,
discuss about our
definitely.
common fears and
Hmm.
I guess how we are supposed to overcome it and
I
stuff.
feel that fear drives success sometimes. Like you don't want to sleep, you don't want to be that version of yourself. You don't want to like end up in that like imaginative situation. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, but like yeah, it kind of drives us to be better and improve ourselves sometimes. But sometimes it may overwhelm ourselves lah. Yeah, we get clouded and yeah. So
I
it can go either way, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
since
Okay.
since you're so confident with fear and like how good fear is towards like like improving yourself, you go
Mm-hmm.
ahead You start with our topic.
Fear. Okay, fear I think comes in many forms lah. If you're talking about physical or um physical things, yeah, I'm definitely scared of cockroaches. That's the number one
I
thing
mean that's
only.
common, bro.
Yeah,
That's common.
yeah. And I think another common thing is ghosts, but I don't think now I'm not that scared of ghosts. Like
Okay.
ghosts are actually just spirits. I mean, depends on your religion and your your will. I would say.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't know what the terms, but yeah, it really depends on your background and like whether you actually can see spirits and stuff. Yeah, but fear, I think the number one fear. Okay, for me, as a person with like not say outgoing, but I'm very lively, sociable, friendly, positive. Yeah. And I like attention actually. If you guys don't know, yeah,
hey
I'm a
yo,
Leo.
we got an attention seeker over here, bro. Yo.
Gotta spill my I gotta admit it, man. I kind of want the attention. Like in my brain, it tells me like I like I really want the attention, but like it's okay if I don't get it in real life. It's just in my brain.
So
But then I
basically,
think yeah,
basically you like having the spotlight on you. Honestly, I've never heard of anyone who's an attention seeker that admits that they are. But I wouldn't say you like attention seeker. I feel like it's a negative
I
thing.
feel no, I feel like you wouldn't see me as an attention seeker, but in my brain, like my ego is like telling me like I think my ego helps to boost my confidence and stuff. Yeah, and like okay, no offense or like no like I have quite a few connections and friends lah. So like you can get caught away lah. Like people say, hey, you're so popular or you so like there's so many friends, right? Or like you like in school you walk and like, hey, you know that guy. You walk here, you know that guy, you know that girl, and like, yeah. But I think my fear is that like I let my ego take over me. Yeah, it's really like, but I'm glad that my background, like, okay, if you all don't know, I have a brother with special needs, so I think that's a very key aspect in my life. Like, if I didn't have my brother, right, like, I would be a totally different person. I probably my ego will like take over me lah. Yeah, and like I think ego doesn't only comes in like mentally but physically as well. I mean, to me, I don't think I'm that good looking, but then I think the confidence outweighs looks for me lah. Yeah, if you got the confidence, um, you can do anything, succeed at anything. But ego and confidence is really like there's a fine line, I would say. Yeah, but yeah, I just afraid of like letting the ego get over me. That's why I have to balance like everything in life, like my family, relationships, my all my commitments lah. Like you can see it as a blessing or like in a positive way, but if you like let your ego take over you, right, then it's like game over lah. Yeah, it's a really a daily kind of struggle.
Wait, but
Yeah.
I don't get how having a brother with like special needs kind of puts you into a place where your ego doesn't
Mm.
take over. You know what I mean?
Okay. It's really hard to explain. It's very a psychological thing. I would say like now I don't take things for granted. I try to maximize my time. Like you can see me not say hustling, but like I try to make use of my time lah compared to last time. Like I think over the years since secondary school, I've grown a bit in terms of the mindset and like I'm still a positive person, a very thoughtful, wise not say wise person, but I like to reflect on my. I'm like how do you say? I'm very. Yeah, some of my friends call me wise, but I don't think I'm wise lah. I'm just based on my past experiences. Like I'm sure other people also have experiences that or like or like maybe a family member or like a particular like incident that changed their lives forever. Yeah, and for me it was my brother lah. Probably if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be who I am today lah. Yeah, I think wouldn't be I wouldn't be that humble. Maybe I wouldn't be that like helpful or kind. Maybe I don't know. Who knows, right? Yeah, I think it helped me like shaped my like personality and like attitude towards things lah. Like
Okay.
yeah, for me it's like life can go anytime. So I mean this is quite deep. I'm so sorry. But yeah, really.
Yo, suddenly so deep, man. We were
Yeah,
talking about fears, and then suddenly you wanna talk about death. Yo,
yeah,
chill.
like the fear. I think fear is good. It makes you a better person. Like if you don't know your fear, you don't know what you know, right? Something like that. That along those lines. Then like you don't know where you're heading toward. You need
I.
to have a like guideline or like
That's true.
something at least to like not attach to but remind you maybe sometimes.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, to like be that better person lah. Yeah, it's not. It really depends on like this is for me only. I don't know about like you guys or like Zul maybe. Yeah, all our lives are different lah. So yeah, so that's my fear and like how I kind of am coping with it
Okay.
now.
So
I
basically,
guess.
that's your main fear. And correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if
Mm,
I'm wrong. But
yeah,
basically,
yeah.
having a brother with like special needs. Wait, what does he have again?
No.
Autism.
That's not the fear. That's
No, no, no,
the
no, 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 no. Wait,
oh,
wait, wait.
okay.
I was going to
Okay.
my question, but
Okay,
I was
okay, okay.
still, I've known you for 7 years, but it's still quite a sensitive
Mm.
topic to like,
Yeah, of course, of course. It's
talk
like
and like
taboo lah.
ask. Like
Yeah.
you don't just usually go into someone's house and ask,
Mm.
yo, your brother's
Yeah.
special needs. Like, what does he have? You know what I mean? So
But I'm glad that most of you guys like Zul, you and my friends like you guys are I would say very thoughtful. Like you
yeah,
won't
of
say it
course.
openly, but yeah, like you guys are not say I think sensitive to it. Like because it's not really to honestly it's not easy lah. Like not a stigma, not like not, I don't know how to say it's like imagine having someone like a sibling with special needs, especially like that looks physically like
Right, right,
disabled
right.
or like my brother looks normal by the way, but he just cannot talk
Yeah,
and
exactly.
stuff.
Honestly,
Yeah, but yeah.
honestly, when
Okay,
I
what you guys
came
say?
over to your house and like I saw your brother, I was talking to him. I
Mm.
honestly thought I wouldn't. If is saying that he was. Wait, I wouldn't. I'm not sure if what I'm about to say is kind of offensive, but I thought
No,
he
it's
was
okay, it's
normal.
okay.
Like he doesn't have any
Mm.
mental
Yeah, yeah.
disabilities. But after you told me, I was quite surprised. So he has autism.
Mm.
If is
No,
it?
no, not
Does he?
autism.
What does he have?
I mean disability. Okay, I don't know if you're going off topic, but
I don't know.
disabilities.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah,
Because it's like
there's intellectual, there's physical, mental. There's a lot lah. Yeah, but his one is more of like I think psychological, like intellectual disability. So he has GDD lah, which I just discovered because I'm like I
just.
don't I only found out like recently from my mom like 3 years ago
Oh,
or like 1 year ago maybe.
right.
Yeah, so it's called global development delay. I don't know anything about it to be honest, but it's just that it's just I know like in terms of like my experience with him for the past 14 years.
Right,
That
right.
means like it's just kids like him they process things slower lah. Their
Of
motor
course,
skills
yeah.
are very slow. Yeah, yeah, that's basically it lah. Yeah, their motor skills like he walked only when he was 3 or 5. Yeah, and he can't talk. Yeah, but now he can pick up his own food. He can do more things lah compared to last time. Yeah, kids like him can be quite unpredictable lah. Like especially
Of course,
special
of
needs
course.
kids. Yeah, they usually throw like tantrums. Usually autism that kind. Yeah, like very bad tantrums in public spaces. So like yeah, as a brother or like as a parent, right, it's like very like in the public eye, it's like wow, like that happened right, and like shit, like people are staring at you.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly, exactly.
And my mom will always say like, why, like always tell me like, cause I'm there, and like she will say like, hey, what, like she
Right.
will be annoyed lah that people staring like
Of
not
course,
even
of course,
helping.
of
Like,
course.
cause I mean I don't feel I don't condemn their act. It's just that they don't know how to react. But at least like try to help maybe. Yeah, and not stare. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, Zul, maybe what would you do if you see like
I don't know,
in the
man.
MRT, maybe like
I
an
feel
autistic kid.
I
Like,
I I have personally for me I haven't had any I would interactions with people with what's it called, like special needs.
yeah, yeah.
So like I would say that I would be unprepared and I would not be ready for anything like that. So like
Mm.
I honestly can't answer that question. But before we get off topic, because we were talking about fears, honestly, we should do one topic about mental, like people with
Yeah,
special needs,
definitely,
because I feel
definitely.
like there's still a lot more to talk about it, and there's still
Topic for another day,
more
definitely.
things, and like it's still an issue that we have to raise awareness of,
Yeah,
because a
definitely.
lot of
Even
people,
though, yeah,
yeah,
even though the
especially,
government has taken steps to like to make it
yeah,
more inclusive, but I feel
right,
like kids our age, especially the new generation, or maybe even like the older generation, I don't know, like we might not know how to handle these kind of people,
exactly.
like, especially in public spaces. Yeah, so I think okay, I don't want to go so
Don't go
off
off topic.
topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, this is where volunteering comes and like I think education will come in. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop it there.
Next episode we'll
Yes,
talk about that.
next.
Okay, so basically, to sum up like whatever you just said,
Mm.
and if I was listening correctly, I'm not a really good listener, but so basically,
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
having a brother with special needs basically like gave you like hardships, and actually that kind of tested your
Yeah,
tested like your
definitely,
mental strength with like coping with having a
definitely,
brother.
definitely.
So
Yeah, yeah, yep.
by having a brother with special needs, you kind of understand people more and like was more humble. Like basically,
Yeah,
you come from humble
yeah,
beginnings, exactly.
yeah. I feel like it shaped my life. Like
Right,
it's that rock like you cannot remove from your life.
right.
So you have to like deal with it, something like that. To be honest, lah, frankly speaking. Yeah, so you just have to work your way around it, lah, and like that's where the mindset change, the attitude change, and then like you can't remove that rock because he's my brother. I can't do
Exactly.
anything,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it's just like a sibling.
Exactly.
It's just that he has special needs, so the approach is different, the mindset is different. So yeah, I think like kids our age or like teenagers or like anyone who has siblings with special needs or family members with special needs, yeah, I think usually they are more mature. Not saying I am, but like the hardship
That
that
is
comes with it,
debatable.
yeah.
I'm
Another
just
day,
saying. I'm
another
just
day.
saying that.
I mean, it depends. Okay, if you're talking about me, I don't know. But yeah, I think like the hardships in general like help to make us more like patient, definitely, like
Right.
wise maybe, or like maybe just don't take things for granted. Like, I don't know. I mean, I cannot say for other people, but I can say it for myself. Yes, that's all I can say, man.
So your main fear is basically being scared of
Like my ego,
being
take
being too egoistic.
being too like too much of myself. Is that the saying? I don't know.
Yeah, but
I
that
not
is such
not
a weird fear to have, because like most of the
why
time
why not?
people aren't aware, like I don't know, like every single time, I'm not so sure, but like I've usually when I ask about fears to like like I ask these kind of questions to my friends, or like how usually when you go to poly or like secondary school or like a
Hmm.
new environment, and then
Yep,
some of
yep.
the icebreakers they have are, what are your fears? You don't
Oh
usually hear people saying about them being scared of,
yeah,
being
definitely.
too
I feel like this
egoistic.
is more of like the surface level is usually like the physical things or like ghosts. That's a common thing.
That's true.
But my fear is like more like psychological thing, I think.
Right.
It's like it's deeper lah. Like you won't say it,
It's deep, man.
yeah, you won't say it to a stranger.
Facts.
Right.
But the
Only like
thing
maybe a
is,
counselor or something, a
the thing
therapist,
is,
I
we've
don't
known
know.
each other for 7+ years, so I think
Yeah.
it's about time
So
we
is
are.
it the so you
Yeah.
only found wait, you only found about this today?
Yeah, because honestly, having a podcast is the best way to actually open up to each other. Because technically, we are
Hmm.
doing this for the podcast, but technically, we're actually exposing and like
Okay, let's
revealing
move
ourselves.
on, man.
Yeah,
What's
so
your
let's talk
fear,
about
man?
mine. Honestly, I don't really have like a serious one like yours, Arwan. And I feel like I feel like we have
I don't
been.
consider it serious, but yeah,
It's quite deep. It's quite deep.
yeah, it's quite deep.
There's like layers to your fear, but like, I mean, we've been talking quite a long time about like a serious fear, and then you all are already like overwhelmed with emotions. So
Yeah.
let's make my fear a light one, cause I have tons of fears. Okay, I have a shit ton. Like if
Mm.
people ask me, yo, Zul, what's your fear? I can't think of any.
But
I
fears
can't think
can
of
be
a
in
lot.
different aspects in life,
Yeah.
to be honest.
So
Yeah.
let's talk about one that is
Mine
not.
was really a broad umbrella.
Yeah, yours is a
Yeah.
serious. I wouldn't say serious, but like yours is a quite an essential one. But for me, I don't know, like because at the start of our podcast, we talked about having a fear of cockroaches. That is common. At least I would say at least like 4 out of 5 people you ask are
Yep.
scared of cockroaches. For ghosts, I think I would say it's kind of okay for me. Like it's on and off. Like
Yeah,
also
yeah.
it's like let's say when I'm with my friends, the fear of ghosts doesn't come across my head.
Mm.
But when it's like 12 a.m. and you're going home and then it's dark
Yep.
outside, that fear comes into your head and you're like, oh shit, what there's like a
Yeah.
fucking pontianak behind me. You know what I mean? But yo, that's another episode also. So I want to talk about one of my other fear, which was actually quite recent. I mean,
Mm.
it's a physical thing. Basically,
Mm.
like after one specific incident, then I had developed that fear, and that
Mm.
fear is a
So
fear
what's the
of
incident?
flights. Nah, fear of flights.
Flight?
Yeah, like
What's
okay.
the incident?
Hold on. Before that, we have to give a
Okay, okay.
backstory. I'm not really my family doesn't really go overseas, and if we do,
Mm.
it's usually to like KL,
Yeah.
Malacca, and
Far
actually
lah.
you don't take planes. If you take planes,
Yeah.
you're stupid. You are wasting money. But we take car, so like it's like in 8, 9, 10 hours flight.
Mm.
Okay, going off topic again. So the first time I took a plane was to Bandung, which was like 5 years ago,
Mm.
4 years ago, and then the second time, which was when the fear developed, was when I had. I swear I told you this before, but it's such a good. It's like very
Mm.
like
Okay,
it's my
go on,
go-to
go on.
conversation to have.
Mm.
It was when I was going back home from my pilgrimage. So
Oh,
for
the
all
turbulence.
yeah, so for all of you non-Muslim people out there, pilgrimage is basically how when Muslims go to what Mecca, and they go around that black box, if you don't know what I'm talking about, and then you go home and then you feel more holier, and then when I was going home, basically it was from there were 2 stops. So basically, it was from Mecca to Dubai at first. It was a 2-hour trip, and in the plane, I was like, "Yo, okay, I'm hyped." When we went here, there was nothing wrong. So I was like, "Okay, you know what? There's nothing wrong. I'm just going to sleep. Then when I wake up, I'm gonna be at Dubai, and then from Dubai, I'm gonna go back to Singapore. Easy." But then that 2-hour trip from Mecca to Dubai was the worst moment of my life. Literally, I was sat there, right, and then suddenly the fucking the seatbelt sign switches on. Then I'm like, oh shit.
Shit.
Like, okay, you know what? It's normal. Turbulence always happens. But then it
Mm.
goes freaking like it was mad. It was mad. Like legit. Have you ever rode around a roller coaster where it goes down and like you kind of almost like flew up? It's like that. So literally, I almost like flew up a bit. This is a chair, and I would like go up by at least like 1 centimeters, and I'm super scared, So I'm
Wait,
like,
this
oh
was on
shit.
the way home, is
Oh,
it?
yeah, from like Mecca
Okay.
to Dubai first,
Okay.
and I was like super scared because like, oh shit, am I gonna die? But at the same time, in my mind, I was like, at least if I die after I went on like a holy pilgrimage,
Yeah, yeah.
I would be going to heaven. But I was still
Yeah.
like what, 18 years old. Bro, I still had a lot of things to do. I was a virgin back. Yo, what? I'm just kidding. Off the
17.
Yo, 17, yeah. So I was super scared, right? And the environment didn't help at all because all the makcik and pakciks at the back, they were also going to Singapore, right? And those motherfuckers was screaming, yo. They were like, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha. Basically, they were like praying for God, And I was scared. I was like,
Wait,
oh
why did
shit.
your mic cut
This is
off
so
when you
serious.
said
Yo, did
I think it was too
it
loud. Maybe it's too loud.
my bad. Then basically they were shouting like
Censored.
Arabic Arabic recitations, and it made me scared because I was like, oh shit, I wasn't the only one feeling that fear, It was like a collective fear. So basically everyone
Of course.
else in the plane was scared shitless as if we were going to die. And then the freaking pilot was like, cabin crew, please stay seated. We will be facing heavy turbulence up ahead for a while until we reach blah 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 blah. And I was like, fuck, I'm gonna die right here. And then I just look beside me and my dad is just chilling. He's just watching fucking John Wick on the freaking
Oh my
airplane.
god.
And I was like scared. I was so
Your
scared
dad's
that
legend.
I'm not really, I wouldn't say I'm quite touchy with my family, but that was the first time I've touched my dad's lap in a while because I was so scared that I had to hold on to someone for dear life.
Yep.
To my dad's thigh. And he
Your
looked at
dad
me and was
is
like,
not.
look at me and was like, what the hell is wrong with you, man? But I was scared, so I was like, oh, I'm scared, bro.
Oh
And
my
after that,
god.
when I went back home, I promised to myself I'm never taking a flight again because I'm scared. I just don't wanna die, man. I mean I don't wanna die early. So like that
Of-
scares
Of
me.
course.
So like whenever people ask me what is like one fear you wanna talk about is airplane flights because that fear is not something that I had it when I was like
Yeah.
it's not like something that you immediately have when you were born, but it's something that you kinda get, along the way. So yeah, then after that my third flight which was a Jakarta trip, which was like a class
Mm.
trip. I told my guy friend who was supposed to sit beside me, hey yo bro, if there's a turbulence, it's okay if I hold your hand. And he was like, bro, are you serious? I was like, yeah, please. And then yeah, during the flight, guess what? There was like a bit of turbulence, and I was like, bro, I'ma just grab to his hand real quick, and then we just held hands. And there was another
Love
girl
story.
beside us, and that was how there was a rumor that they thought I was gay. So that's another story. Okay, that's
Nah,
one
that's
story
that's
on
that's
how
that's,
people
that's
thought I was
throw
gay
it throw
in
it out there.
poly.
Throw it out.
Oh my god, yeah. So that's like one of my. I would say it's
Have
kind of
you
funny, but it's still
have
a
you
serious
overcame
fear.
that fear?
Sorry.
Have you overcame it or like you still have it?
I would say after that Jakarta trip with my friends, it's like not as bad now.
Wait, is this fear based on like previous like there's like the recent plane crashes or is it just out of that turbulence? Like
I
the
would say,
MH370
I would
or like
say, you know how movies showcase like airplanes.
yeah.
Like, have you seen Final Destination where that last?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that shit scared me. And then MH370, which
Mm,
was like 3 4 years before before the trip from Mecca to Dubai.
mm.
And then and then that turbulence, I like thought back of like, oh, these movies and then these incidents, MH370. I was like, okay, there is a possibility that we might crash right now. And so I
Okay,
was scared.
sidetrack a bit like it's scary to think like the passengers of MH370 like where did they go, right? Like
Sidetrack, sidetrack.
just gone like another portal or something,
No,
another
no,
world, I
no,
don't know.
what? What? Nah,
I
this,
don't know, man.
nah, bro.
Bermuda Triangle something, I don't know.
This is a podcast. It ain't a
They just
conspiracy theory,
disappeared,
bro.
man. They just disappeared. Okay, okay,
No,
moving
but
back.
okay, okay, okay. Another sidetrack because I'm answering R1's question. I'm pretty sure they actually found MH370's like debris or like remnants in the ocean.
The black box is it called? I don't know what it's
I,
called.
I'm not so sure about
That
that,
that
but
box. That
yeah, but
plane.
like I saw that they say they saw like the remnants of like debris of
Yeah, yeah.
MH370 in the
But
ocean.
are there
So
bodies though?
in the ocean they sink,
Like,
right?
what is it? Was there physical evidence like photos?
Of dead bodies, you
Or
think?
they didn't take? Oh,
I mean, I wouldn't.
well, we will never know though. Like only those who went to search will know
Yeah, exactly.
if they're actually there or not.
Yeah, but like literally bodies when they are in the ocean, you can't retrieve them though. Like shipwrecks,
I
do
mean,
you
through that.
like it's very rare for like dead bodies in the ocean to
That is
actually be
shit.
retrieved. Like Titanic, I'm not so sure. You know how about the submarine incident in Indonesia that was quite recent, the one where they all
Yeah, yeah.
sank. Yeah, the
The
bodies weren't also
military.
retrieved, but they knew that they sank. Like they sunk. Sorry, sank is not proper
Man,
word.
that's damn sad, man.
Yeah, should we talk about like our other
I
fears?
think that's like a water fear. I think the ocean. A lot of people's fear is the ocean because like there's a lot of shit down there. But that's another. I don't know if you want to talk about that now, but
Ocean. I
yeah.
would say, really, if you're talking about ocean fear, I would say it's because drowning is the worst way to die, not because of what's down there. Would you say
I
so?
feel like the ocean is very deep and like you don't know what's down there.
It's
Yeah, that's
probably
my
just
kind of fear.
fishes or like other
No, like I think 80% of the ocean is not discovered yet. So like or 90%, I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure the other 80% that's not discovered are
I
like
mean, even
some
if you
deep
can
shit.
swim, but like if something eats you up or something, I don't know, or like
I can't swim.
a climate, a tsunami, or like I don't know what kind of weather.
Ooh, right, that would be scary.
Yeah,
I, Aaron, since you have talked about something a fear that is quite deep and serious,
yeah, yeah.
why not you talk about something that is light-hearted and like funny?
Fear.
Since I've talked about a funny one, you'll talk about a funny one, and after that I'll talk about more serious one that I have. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Wow, light-hearted fear
Not really. I would say like something that is
can be
that
joked.
that would sound funny to the audience, but still terrifies you to this
Hmm.
day. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
You not have one? Cause I can think of more right off the bat. Like
Of for me or like.
no, from mine.
Oh, okay.
I
I
don't
mean,
know
if you
you,
know
man.
me, that I
Like,
mean,
dude, if I know your fears, bruh, I would be, dude. How would I know you more than you know yourself? But like,
yeah.
if you can't think of any, I would
I,
go. Why? What
I,
do you have? What kind of fear do you have?
mm, to me, it's only cockroaches, to be honest.
Was it like
Like,
from
I'm
birth
not.
or what?
I really don't know. Like from where? Like, I don't know if it's like how do I don't know why. Maybe they're just disgusting and like, just the big ass ones lah. Like
Those
in my
flying
parents' car,
ones.
there's always. I just saw a big cockroach in my car yesterday. like it was so dark, but I could see the outline of it. I was like,
Wait, were you
what the hell?
driving?
Yeah, I was driving. Then like
What the,
he went into the aircon van. I was like,
oh
oh,
fuck.
okay, thank God. Then my friend who was also scared, he had to sit in front. Then I covered the van for him. I mean, I just didn't want anything to happen.
Dude,
Yeah,
imagine if that cockroach actually like flew out, you all would have gotten
exactly.
into an accident.
No, but we were at the luckily we were at the car park already, so we wanted to stop or we already stopped.
No, yeah, but
Yeah.
imagine if after that you had to go back home and then
Oh
you're like
yeah,
driving.
yeah. That's why yeah.
That reminds me to not get your car until that cockroach is found. I'm
I
not going
don't
back
think
into
it'll
your
be
car yet.
found though. I must put pandan leaves or something.
That's why you should always have one friend in your group that has
It's
no
not
fear
scared.
of cockroaches or like insects, you know?
Yeah, but it's very rare nowadays, to be honest.
Exactly. I don't know
Like,
why, but
okay, maybe our generation, yeah lah, but our parents' generation confirm. Like, I don't think my mom is that scared. Like, I think she'll call me a pussy, to be honest. Yeah, like, oh no, the small cockroach also you cannot. Like, I so scared. The tissue in the car, like,
but your mom is your mom like brave enough to like catch it
yeah,
barehanded?
I think she's more braver than me, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like because all like older generations are like more used to,
yeah, like
having,
the
yeah,
kampong life,
yeah.
the not say dirty life, but like
I
we have
would
it
say,
easy now. Like now
yeah,
everything is like the processes. It's like
right, right.
sanitation, cleanliness. Like compared to conditions last time, definitely it's way better. So like we kind of take things for granted lah. And then if our generation suddenly like a
Yeah.
cockroach swarm invaded Singapore or something, I don't think I'm gonna shift out, man.
Alright, to
I'm
add
gonna
on
change.
to what Aaron said, is because I feel like right now nowadays the government is actually implementing a lot of stuff. Like you know how we do fogging, like sewer cleaning to like get rid of the
Oh, that's
cockroaches.
the worst.
But then back in the old days, they didn't have this kind of shit
Yeah, the
implementing.
technology.
So if they are living in a kampong and there's a cockroach or like cockroaches in their house,
Exactly.
man, they had to do it themselves. And so
Exactly.
if they had a few cockroaches, one, it's either they overcome it or two, they get bitten by their parents until they overcome that shit. Because older generation parents
The tough.
are
The
strict
tough.
as fuck. Yeah, they will beat you up over small ass stuff.
Sadly, we're not that tough, lah. But we're tough in other ways, I guess.
Yo, oh,
Mm.
what are you
No, I
implementing,
mean I
yo?
don't. No. I didn't say
Yo,
anything, bro.
I thought did we agree to make it an 18 plus
No.
podcast?
I didn't. I didn't mean it that way, but it's okay. Yeah, but to end off like this fear. It's a fear, but I didn't get traumatized by it. Like it's not that bad. It hasn't been that bad to an extent that
Right?
where like if I see a cockroach, I will freak out or anything. It's just like
You just drive
just
through
like
it.
a mild kind of fear. Yeah, I think the worst thing that happened was like I was wearing my school shoes like in secondary school one time. Like I don't know, maybe my shoes was damn smelly or what. Then there was actually a big cockroach inside. And I was like, why got something moving in my
Oh fuck.
like under my socks
Okay.
Then I was like, the fuck? Like why suddenly got something moving? Then I was like, shit. Then I just opened and then the cockroach just flew away.
So that cockroach was alive
Yeah,
in your
it was.
shoe
Yeah, and I
with
don't know how I
teeth on
didn't
your
kill it.
feet.
I don't know how
Oh
I
my
didn't kill
god,
it. Thank God I was
that's
wearing socks.
nasty. Wait, was
Thank
it in
God.
your socks or was it in your shoe? It was in your
No,
shoe.
it's in my shoe. If it was in my socks, I think
Dude,
kidding
it
salam
would have been over. Yeah, I wouldn't be having a podcast with you right now. I'll probably be doing this solo. Aaron would have been dead.
bruh.
But thank God though, I haven't had any like mad encounters with cockroaches before, like one on one. I don't think I do. Like usually, you
Like,
know how like people always say like,
yeah,
oh, I've eaten a curry puff, and then when I see there's like half eaten cockroach. Like, what the
it's
fuck?
like once.
How?
Yeah, that's like 1 in a million
Yeah,
chances.
like
I think.
thank God.
No, that's
I
man.
haven't
Thank
experienced
God I've
that
not
at
eaten a
all.
cockroach. To be honest,
Yeah, but and
I don't know.
I haven't had a cockroach like come into contact with like my skin before, you know. So most of the time it's always like somewhere near me, but never on me, you know. And
Okay,
that's good enough.
bringing back to the point of fear, like I feel like what you fear can sometimes be what you fascinate also.
Fascinate.
Yeah, like not fascinate. Like okay, imagine I go to the zoo. I'm scared of cockroach, but I will always like think of like the cockroach, and I would want to see the cockroach, even though it's like disgusting. I'll be like, I don't know. I would want to see the big ass African cockroaches
What?
in the exhibit. I don't
Why?
know. I don't know. I'm just like fascinated. Okay, like actually, I'm like I'm quite fascinated by insects, like
Okay.
ants, bees, wasps. Even though they're dangerous, but
Right,
like
right.
I'm like fascinated when I see them, like the colony and stuff. Yeah, so I don't know if some. I mean, I fear that are getting killed by an insect lah.
I don't
Actually,
think you can
that's
get
kind
killed
of a,
by like a
even though they're so
cockroach.
small lah. But yeah, but you can
Yeah.
get killed by like a hornet or something. Yeah, but yeah, I feel like that fear is also like my fascination. I don't know. Since young, like I've been fascinated by insects. I have no idea why. Like that part of the animal kingdom is like the most appealing to me lah. Like they are small creatures compared to the other groups of animals, but like I don't know. Something about like insects just makes me, even though they're like very like girly, but like I love seeing them. I love watching them lah, on at least on the screen. But in real life, I don't know if I'll let a freaking like centipede go on my hand lah. That one
Nah,
I don't
nah,
know lah.
nah. I beg to differ, my guy. If I fear cockroaches, and I never ever wish to see one up close or I ever see one.
I feel like I should face that fear lah. Just put like ask someone to put a cockroach on my hand,
Yeah,
but
does
I
it
don't have to
actually
see.
work? Does you know how when people tell
But
you,
ew,
oh, to overcome your fear, you must actually like embrace it or like encounter it. Like
not all
so that you are like
circumstances.
immune to it after that. Like I like in
Yeah,
desensitized to basically. I feel
yeah.
like that's that doesn't work. You know? What do you think?
Mm, I think depends on how severe the fear is or like why you do it. Yeah, like I think it applies to like physical kind of forms like
That's true.
insects. Ghosts, okay, ghosts that one I don't know lah.
That's messed
How do
up.
you deal
That's
with it
messed up.
by, yeah, exactly. That's okay, that's a whole another.
Yeah, but okay. So basically, this kind of like to overcome it, you have to embrace it kind of concept doesn't apply to your
Mm,
main fear because your fear is kind of
yeah,
like
yeah,
something
yeah.
that is not physicalized. I would
Like
say.
fear doesn't have to be. I don't know if it has to be conquered. Like in life,
Yeah,
you can't
exactly,
conquer
exactly.
every fear, right?
Right,
Like,
right.
but you wish. I don't know. It depends if you wish to conquer that fear. Yeah,
Why would you
usually
want
like
to?
my kind of fear I mentioned just now, like the deeper level of fear. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that one definitely you want to conquer it, right? You want to
Yep, that's true.
monitor it on a day-to-day basis. But if you're talking about cockroaches, like there's no need to conquer that fear unless
Yep,
like your job
I agree.
or your daily life revolves around cockroaches or something. I don't know how. Like
Nah,
you're a cockroach
man.
cockroach farmer or something. Yeah, then that one
Nah,
that's a
nope.
huge step. That's a huge step. I think there's some kind of stories like that. Like animal keepers, maybe snakes or like bees. Maybe that's how they face their fears. They become
That's true.
beekeepers. I don't
But
know.
why in the right mind would you want to work and handle things that you are already fearing? You know what I mean? But I would say
I don't know,
if you
man.
fear like let's say like for example, if you fear cockroaches,
Mm.
and then you are like yo I want to overcome it and you become a sewage cleaner, where there's shit ton of cockroaches, just so that you can overcome that fear. I would respect you though, like mad
Yeah,
props to
I
you,
would. I
my
would.
guy. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Anyone who does that,
exactly.
you just got the balls, lah. To be honest.
Facts.
Yeah, not everyone has the balls to face their fears, especially physical ones, lah.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like, hey man, even if you have a lot of fears or like even if you think
Mm.
like you can't overcome your fear, it's alright because some fears aren't meant to be overcome.
Yeah,
You know?
I think it goes back to like your daily problems as well. You prioritize the bigger problems,
Yeah.
but yeah, but sometimes the smaller problems might accumulate to the big one, or it might in the long run. Yeah, but you have to just make sense of it, lah. Like whether it's worth to solve or worth to overcome.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think everything in life is like whether it's worth it.
Right.
Like, okay, maybe not that way, but I don't know if that's what I meant to say. But yeah, you have to make worth of what you're doing, lah. Yeah, and prioritize which one to do first. I don't know why are we going to that topic, but
I don't
yeah.
know. I feel like we are just concluding about our like narrative
You
on
haven't
fear.
mentioned your deep fear or like, or do you
Oh
have one?
shit. I don't know. Like when we're talking, I don't really have a deep fear, or like maybe I can't think of it right now. But maybe my deep fear would be like being alone. Like family and friends just leaving me, or like in an environment where you don't have your friends to actually rely on. Because I honestly for me I would I wouldn't lie and say that I can manage myself alone. I can't.
Mm.
I 100% need
Yeah,
friends and
definitely.
family to make sure
Yeah,
that I'm on the right path.
definitely.
Like without them, I'm probably gonna be like homeless on the street, drunk or like taking drugs. But thanks to people that
Mm.
actually care about me, I'm on the right path
Yeah,
lah. So
definitely.
that's
Yeah,
my
I
main
feel
fear.
our
That's my main fear
yeah,
right there.
I mean our life. You said being alone. Okay, mine is different. Mine is I
Yeah,
said attention seeking, but I didn't say alone.
yeah. Yours is like
I don't
being.
mind being alone, but I just need the attention. Really. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but you just don't want too much attention that you become too
Yeah,
egoistic.
that's my feel lah.
That's what you're scared of. For me,
Yeah,
I don't
actually, yeah,
mind
that's my
being alone
feel.
as in like right now like I'm in my room alone, but
Yeah.
not the kind where you're alone as in you have no friends. As like you have friends but
Yeah.
not those that you can
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
to,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Get you. I get
we
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, honestly,
That,
family is the one that I'm scared to
yeah.
lose right now, but I mean it's
Yeah.
part and parcel of life. And
Yeah.
fear is
Family.
also part and parcel
Yeah.
of life.
Family definitely shape your life lah, and your close friends also. Like especially this age. Yeah, I feel our life
Exactly.
revolves around people. Like to be honest, I can't live without people. Like I need to interact or communicate with someone. Yeah, I mean that's part of my course also lah. HTM, like it's customer service,
Hospitality and
right?
tourism, if you all don't
Yeah.
know.
Yep.
Of course.
By the way, if you're all single, there's a lot of girls there. Can hit you up.
And if you're single, R1 is here too. You know what I mean, boys? Hey, I mean, girls, let's
Boys,
go.
all are welcome. Actually, yeah. So like, yeah, we have to. I have to like the aspect of like having to deal with customers, solving their issues. Yeah, I find that fulfilling. Yeah, not a lot of people can say like, hey, a lot of people say like the customer service trash. But like, I feel it fulfilling though. Like I've worked in F&B, I've worked in Super Park, I work Grab Food now, and like it's also customer service. So like, yeah, I think like just bringing joy or like doing a service in someone's life that makes you and that person satisfied. Yeah, I think that's my like life motto or like life
Giving service to other
guideline.
people, basically.
Yeah, yeah. Like if I don't have that, then like I don't know what's life gonna be. Like it's gonna be boring, man.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. If there's no one to talk to or like I don't know,
Hey,
no
and
one
we
to
are.
do things with, definitely. Yeah, imagine living alone, like you're the only
Exactly.
human. That's mad.
So let's sum it up,
I'll just
boys.
okay.
Let's sum
Yeah.
it up. So,
How long have we talked, man?
so we are almost reaching the 40 minute mark, and most of the time, people don't really like to listen to podcasts that are more than 30 minutes long. We've kind of exceeded 7 minutes, and I don't want to waste more time.
Mm,
So let's just sum it up basically what we've talked about today.
yep.
And the main topic was fear. Even though we actually did kind of sidetrack a bit more to like,
Yep. A lot.
yeah, we actually sidetracked a lot. But you know, our main concept was there. Our main
Yeah,
theme of
sure.
today was there. So Aaron, you summarize your fears, and then I'll summarize my fears, and then we can conclude
Okay.
today's episode.
Of course, of course.
Let's
Okay.
go.
So fear actually is a very big topic. That's why we sidetrack a lot. So yeah, my physical surface level fear is definitely cockroaches, but my deeper like intellectual or psychological fear is like letting my ego take over me lah. Basically, yeah, I don't want like to have that much attention on you, but you don't want to get carried away.
Right.
Yeah, you have to like your heart has to tell your brain to like I don't know like don't exceed this line basically. Yeah, sometimes like okay, basically like the point of the story is like everything may go your way, but when everything goes your way or goes smoothly, you take things for granted or like you don't like cherish it lah. So yeah, like example popularity lah. Yeah, you cannot let it get the better of you.
That's actually a good topic to talk
Yep.
about. Next
Yep.
podcast.
Next time.
Okay, my
Okay,
one. No,
let's
actually,
go.
we do have a lot of podcast ideas. Okay, okay, story. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it short and simple. Basically, my main fear is like I'm actually scared of losing people, losing friends, so that because they keep me on the right track. What I said last time, yeah. And then for a fear that is like kind of funny to y'all, but kind of still scary to me is the fear of flights or fear of taking an airplane.
It's not funny.
Yeah.
It's a valid. Different
It's
people have
valid,
different fears.
but when people ask you, how did the fear of plane come from? And I tell them the story, they would laugh. I like that because it was a funny story. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
fear of likes and fear of losing people that I love and being alone. Aaron, fear of cockroaches. Common fear in Singapore is, I feel like it's a common fear
In Singapore, I think our
in
generation
yeah
probably.
with in this generation, and then fear of having too much attention that you become too
Basically,
egoistic.
letting your ego get
Yeah,
the better of
yeah,
yourself.
exactly. So Aaron, conclude and end today's episode. Let's
Okay,
go.
let's wrap
Since you
it up.
started this episode, you shall end it.
So, yeah, if you guys want to share your fears, just comment down below. And that's it for episode 1 of Sleep Avenue. Peace out.
Yo, bye bye, boys.